The Cayenne has been a big success for Porsche, but like most large 4x4s, it's always been an expensive choice for business use. The introduction of this car, the Cayenne E-Hybrid, means the big SUV now makes much more sense for business users.
For a 4x4 of this size and weight, the plug-in hybrid's emissions figures are little short of astonishing. It emits just 79 grams a kilometre of CO2, which puts the car in the 13% band for benefit-in-kind taxation.
There's been a hybrid Cayenne in the past, but it wasn't a plug-in, and its emissions were nothing like as low. In fact, it's hard to think of another SUV with such high performance with such low emissions.
The most obvious rival is the hybrid Range Rover Sport, but this emits 169 grams a kilometre and is a full 15 tax bands higher. The Range Rover's P11D price is also much steeper than the Porsche's. The Cayenne's other numbers also add up rather well. It's expected to hold on to 43.6% of the original price after 3 years, which goes a long way to keeping the cost per mile figure down. What's more, it's exempt from the London congestion charge, saving more money for anyone with a commute into the capital.
Those are the sensible reasons for running a Cayenne hybrid. There are plenty of not so sensible ones too. With the 3-litre V6 and the electric motor working together, this thing absolutely flies.
The E-Hybrid corners flat and hard just like a Porsche should, with well-weighted steering and the agility of a much smaller car. Choose the optional air suspension fitted to our test car, and there's a choice of modes, depending on whether you want the car to ride smoothly or prefer a firmer, more aggressive feel. Even in comfort, the ride isn't as plush as a Range Rover Sports though. Drive with restraint, and the Cayenne will run on electric power alone for up to 22 miles. A full charge from a 3.6 kilowatt charger takes 6 hours. A 7.2 kilowatt charger is optional, which halves the time it takes to charge. In pure electric driving, the cabin is remarkably quiet, and even when the engine wakes up, the Cayenne is still mostly quiet and refined, although road noise is noticeable at speed. There's plenty of space for 5, and the large boot makes the Cayenne a very practical SUV. The capacity is reduced compared with the non-hybrid Cayennes, but there's still enough room for plenty of bags.
It all adds up to a very impressive package. There's no shortage of cheaper SUVs, but none offer so much performance with such a low tax bill.